Picture two teams with identical deadlines. One operates in fear. People hide mistakes, avoid risks, and watch the clock. The other buzzes with energy. Team members support each other. They share bold ideas and lose track of time because they're just so engaged. What's the difference? In many cases, compassionate leadership is part of the magic. So today, let's unpack what that looks like, especially how empathy transforms not just morale, but performance outcomes that truly move the needle for your organization. Compassionate leadership isn't about being soft or avoiding hard conversations. It's about recognizing the sustainable high performance comes from people who feel seen, heard, and valued. That stance mirrors Agile's first value: individuals and interactions over processes and tools, because compassion fuels the interactions that make every practice possible. When leaders show genuine care, not as tactic, but as a commitment, productivity rises, innovation grows, and retention improves. Empathy and sympathy often get confused. Sympathy says, I feel bad for you, a distance. Empathy says, I understand what you're going through, while standing right beside someone to help them. Compassionate leadership goes even further and says, I'm here with you and I'll help you get through it, and then follows through with action. So, how do you lead with compassion? Here are five practices that will reshape how your team performs. First, listen to understand, not to respond. When someone shares a struggle, don't jump in with advice. Ask, would you like me to just listen, or are you looking for ideas? That small question shows respect for their autonomy and builds trust. Second, acknowledge emotions without solving them. When a teammate says, this is frustrating, don't brush it off or try to fix it. Say, that sounds really tough. Emotions aren't problems, they're signals. Leaders who get this create space for honesty and growth. Third, create space for vulnerability by going first. Share when you're uncertain, saying, I'm not sure how this will play out, or this situation worries me too, gives others the permission to be real. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's the foundation for trust and innovation. Fourth is to support growth through discomfort, not by removing it. Compassion doesn't mean clearing every obstacle, it means saying, I believe in you. I'm here if you need me. That kind of confidence helps people stretch, takes risks, and build resilience. And fifth, model self compassion. Your team watches how you respond to your own mistakes. If you beat yourself up over every misstep, your message of psychological safety won't stand. Show them what it looks like to learn from failure gracefully. These five practices thrive only inside a people first culture that swaps interrogation for curiosity. Instead of asking, why didn't you hit the deadline? Try, what challenges did you encounter along the way? Same data, radically better problem solving. As AI transforms how we work, anxiety is rising about job security, relevance, and belonging. An internal case study demonstrated that when Microsoft piloted Copilot with early access product teams in 2024, leaders who paired the rollout with weekly empathy check ins saw a noticeable jump in positive sentiment scores and no dip in delivery cadence, while technically similar teams that skipped the check ins lost momentum. The result underscores how compassionate leadership converts AI anxiety into engagement. Leaders who say, I understand why this feels unsettling, and follow it with real support foster engagement instead of resistance. When people trust that their leaders care about their future, not just the numbers, they show up with energy and initiative. AI can automate tasks and reveal patterns. What it can't do is build the human connection teams need to navigate change. That's your job. Compassionate leadership fills the space that algorithms can't reach. And here's the data. Teams with empathetic leaders have lower turnover, higher engagement, and consistently outperform in innovation. Not because compassion is nice, because it unlocks discretionary effort. People go above and beyond when they care and when they feel cared for. Gallup's 2022 State of the Global Workplace report found that teams whose managers consistently check in and care show 17% higher productivity, 59% lower turnover, and 41% lower absenteeism compared with less empathetic peers. This isn't a one time training, it's a daily practice. It takes intention and, yes, sometimes discomfort, and it's absolutely worth it. So start small. Pick one practice. Try it for 2 weeks. Watch what changes, not just in your team, but in yourself. Because compassionate leadership isn't about lowering standards or avoiding accountability. It's about creating the psychological safety people need to take risks, make mistakes, and innovate together. When your team knows you see them as humans first, they respond with their best. So, are you ready to lead with compassion? Which of these five practices will you start with? Let us know in the comments. And if you'd like to learn more about why AI needs emotionally intelligent teams to safely deliver its full potential, click one of these. I'll be happy to tell you all about it.